Also, this is on my mind when I'm playing FF16, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It might seem like a bad thing, and people might take it too negatively. The side quests in this game are, like, they're fine. They're not, like, terrible, and they're easy enough to do. But there's, like, very few side quests. Some of them are like, oh, yeah, they expand the lore really well, so I like doing them. But some of the side quests, like, most of the side quests in this game, I'm like, I don't know. Like, they're not terrible. I do them. They're easy enough to do, and side quests aren't supposed to be much big deal. So, like, I don't like to make it a complaint because you don't have to do them. But most of the side quests in this game, I'm just like, I finish them and I'm like, alright, yeah, that was like neat. Like, I come at them and I'm like, yeah, I did that, you know? And I mean, I feel like before it was different, like, you know, Clive helping these people out. But like most of the side quests feel like, I like the ones with the hideaway. I like the ones that focus on like the hideaway people. Like there were some that focused on like Blackthorn, like Blacksmith Blues. I want to do that one, which is really neat. And then there was like one for Karen or stuff for Mid. Like the ones that focus on the hideaway are cool, and we'll probably still do those. And I don't know if I'm like not gonna do all the side quests in the game, but like most of the side quests in the game where it's just like the NPCs, I'm like, yeah, it was neat somewhat, but also like not outstanding, I guess. I just want to like bring that up now. So like if I'm like start talking like, oh, I don't want to do like some of the side quests just because I'm still enjoying FF16. I'm not like burnt out with the game. I'm still really having fun with it. But I'm thinking to myself like, I love the hunts. I love the story. Clive is a cool protagonist. The gameplay is fun. The hunts are, I said the hunts already. So I'm thinking to myself like, there's one thing I'm like probably not gonna do, not focus on as hard. It's probably gonna be like the side quests that aren't hideaway related. I just want to bring that out there just so like if I decide later it's not out of the blue. For people watching this playthrough, I just don't want it to seem out of the blue that I'm saying this. It's kind of been how I've been feeling like, I don't know, not the beginning of the game, maybe like 2 to 3 streams ago I've been thinking about this. Like when I'm doing side quest, I'm not saying it's boring or bad, but it's probably when FF16's at its least fun. Probably. Like normal side quests, nothing with like the hideaway, but side quests like this, it's probably like the least fun of 16, but it's not terrible. Put it like this. 7 Remake had amazing side quests. I loved the side quests in 7 Remake, and 16 side quests are not even close to that quality. Let's just put it like that. But they're far from bad.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
So, I honestly think, with that being said, my focus is doing all the hunts. I want to do all the hunts, and we'll do the hideaway side quest. But I kind of want to, like, keep the story moving and see, like, how we are, how much of the game we have left, and then I'll decide, like, oh, do I want to finish all the side quests or something? I still really want to do all the hunts, though. The hunts are definitely a must, because I enjoy the hunts. And the quest with, like, hideaway stuff, I also enjoy. Not Martha's Rest. I want to go to the hideaway first and see if I can get any hunts knocked out. So, I don't know. I'm not getting burnt out with the game. Like, I don't want to, like, necessarily be done with 16, but I am thinking to myself, like, the side quests, like, aren't as good as, like, 7 Remake, for example. Like, some are neat, but this game hasn't had, like, a top-tier side quest. And it has nothing to do with the game. Like, the game is still great. And I'm also not sick of playing it, necessarily, but I'm thinking to myself, I can very easily do the stuff I enjoy in this game and still get my mileage out of it and get to a Tales of playthrough sooner if I just don't do, like, every single side quest, you know? So, I don't know. I just wanted to throw that possibility out there. That the side quests aren't terrible. There are some, like, that are pretty good, but they're just the weakest part of FF16. Like, the standard side quests are the weakest part of this game. And they're not even terrible. It's just they're kind of like meh. Especially coming out of 7 Remake, because I feel like 7 Remake had great side quests. They weren't all home runs, but I enjoyed doing the side quests of 7 Remake a lot. And this game, I don't necessarily not enjoy them, but I guess they're just not as good. Sambrek, the Croc, Vanmar, Dalmekia. I should have got this one while I was in Dalmekia. Rosaria, Quiet Sands. Let's do these two, the Croc and Vanmar. So Sambrek. This is Rosaria, right? This is Sambrek. Let's go to Lost Wing and see if I can find this hunt. Or I can just get my guide up because the game doesn't locate hunts. Oh, hello. I haven't been down there. Yeah. And this playthrough's still gonna be really long. I feel like we're like coming up to the end, but I still feel like we have a good amount to go. Like we may be reaching the end, but I still feel like we have a good amount of game to go. So this playthrough is like necessarily, it's still gonna be a long enough playthrough. It's gonna be one of my longer Final Fantasy playthroughs. I think my longest FF playthrough is FF 10 and 10-2. I think they're the longest. Probably. By the way, I'm getting a hunt list up because locating hunts is annoying. But I'm pretty sure like my longest FF playthroughs are 10 and 10-2 at like 150 videos, give or take. So this might surpass it. So this playthrough is still gonna be a long one, all things considered. Quiet Sands, Rosaria, Sambrek hunt locations. This is what I want. I want Bomb King, which is located Dragon's Eyrie. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, that's my honest opinion. Does the side quest being meh make FF16 worse? No, absolutely not, because you can ignore them. Oh wait, this is hunted down as part of Weird Science Quest. So I guess some hunts are just hunted down. Wait. Do I have that side quest? So yeah, does this make FF16 worse? No, absolutely not. Like, the side quest being meh doesn't necessarily make the game worse. But it is like, it's just making me think like, I don't know if I feel like doing all of them. It mostly just depends on how much of the main story we have, basically. So I need to untrack these. Use the hunt. Oh, okay, we do have to locate the bomb. That's just a side quest. Okay. So, yeah. I just want to say that so people don't think like, oh, you're only saying this because you're getting close to the end. I'd rather say it earlier rather than later so people don't think I'm just like saying it to say it. And the side quest being lackluster, I'm just going to use the word lackluster. Like, they're not terrible, but they need more, I guess. That doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily a detriment to the game, because if you don't like them, you can not do them. You don't have to do the side quests. That's why they're called side quests. So, I just want to say that we're not going to ignore side quests, but side quests are our least priority. Oh, level 37. Side quests are like the least priority. Like, out of everything to do in the game, I still want to do all the hunts, and I don't really know if there's anything else to do other than hunts and side quests. But side quests that aren't, like, related to hunts or hideaway side quests are basically not priority, is basically what I'm getting at. And depending on how much of the main story we have is gonna be when I just stop doing the side quests, mainly. So, you know. It mostly just depends on time, because I'm enjoying the game, but the sooner... If it's like, oh, if we're like 50 hours and like I still have a lot of side quests to do, then I'll just be like, yeah, I'll finish the game, you know, if the game lets me. Because I want to get to the next Tales of playthrough soon. And I'm not going to necessarily rush 16 to get to the next Tales of playthrough. But why do something that's like not necessarily the highlight of a game when I can just get to the Tales of game sooner? That's where I'm standing, basically. I mean, think about it like this. You don't necessarily have to do everything in the game. I'll still do the side quests on my own. Definitely, because I'll have to get the Platinum Trophy, and I assume that's going to be a side quest, or a trophy, rather. And also, this, like... I don't like to bring views into it, but it helps when a playthrough isn't getting many views, because I have a good enough excuse to be like, yeah, why am I gonna do this, you know? Plus, I'm still doing a good amount of content. This is still a long playthrough, so I don't feel like I'm doing any disservice to not doing the side quest, basically. Impulse, go. Sorry, Raptor, I'm killing your family. Although Raptor's not gonna be here, he would not come to a Final Fantasy stream.
It's over.
My two favorite franchise, you would never expect to see Raptor. Like, at all. I think down there would be the hunt, maybe. We can take a look. The Imperial Chase. We haven't been to this side at all, have we? That is quite interesting. I feel like the same thing was with, what was it? Forbidden West. I feel like I felt the same way. I love the game. I love Forbidden West. Like, Forbidden West is like an example of a game where I think it's really good. It's not one of my personal favorites, although Aloy is one of the best protagonists to ever exist. But Forbidden West is a good example. I stopped doing the side quests because, like, there was just so many. And it wasn't necessarily because they sucked, but Forbidden West had so many side quests that I was like, yeah, I like this game, but I don't want to be playing it. I don't want to be, like, doing it for... It would have been, like, an 80-hour playthrough if I did everything. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to necessarily play this game for a long time. Like, the game is good. It's great, even. But I don't love it that much to be playing it that long and to, like, make the playthrough longer. And the side quests weren't necessarily, like, I don't know, gripping me. They weren't terrible, like FF16. They're not terrible, but they weren't necessarily, like, amazing. The best part of them was Aloy, because Aloy is a great protagonist. Anything with Aloy was great, but I made a choice in Forbidden West, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be playing this game too long. Like, I think that playthrough was, like, 50 hours. And I was like, yeah, I like the game, but I don't like it enough to do, like, everything in the game. So, it's similar with that game. I just made a choice, like, yeah. Do what I love doing, basically. There's this area I didn't even explore, so I want to kind of see if I can, locate it before I look for this hunt. Which is why I'm just, like, roaming around and talking my opinions. How are you still aggroing to me? Thank you. I could have just went to the obelisk. This is such a far walk. Especially to be encountered by enemies constantly. Let me actually... This is not the hunt guide I used prior. I want to see if there's, like... I have one with, like, a map. Yeah, all hunt locations. This one has, like, the little carrot thing that shows you where each hunt is. I really wish they located these. That's, like, a nitpick I have with this game. It's not terrible, but, like, it would be much better if they marked them or gave you some kind of hint. Because the fields are big and you can't really run manually. Okay, this is near Imperial Chase. It's, like, up that way, but I thought I looked there. I mean, either way, I'm this far. I want to see what's up here.
Careful.
Oh, another enemy. So as for side quests, we will do. I want to do Blacksmith Blues. I think that's the next side quest I'm gonna do because I like the Hideaway characters. I think they're neat. So I want to do the side quest that link to them, basically. So we'll do all of Blackthorn's quest, probably. For example, I think he has a second one. I'm not sure if there'll be a third part, but Hideaway side quest mostly will do if they relate to the characters that I like. Basically, we're picking and choosing side quests, essentially. Gouge him up. Obviously still loving the game, because if I wasn't loving the game, I'd be speedrunning, and I'm most definitely not going to speedrun. So I just have to get that out there, because people look at the negatives too much. They look at one thing like, oh, you're saying this, you must not like the game. They take things out of proportion, basically. Some people will, not everyone, but most views and comments take things out of proportion. So I need to reiterate that I'm enjoying FF16. It's probably going to be in my top 5 FF games, maybe. I mean, with a sequence as cool as that Bahamut section, I don't see it not being, to be honest. Where's this taking me? Where am I? Am I near a hunt? Oh, there's a hunt here. Or did I just activate the story? What is this? Is this a hunt? It's a hunt. It's a rank S, oh my word. 30k gil? Oh dear. Level 50.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Yeah, you're telling me. Can I upgrade skills during battle? I can. Yo, upgrade my, what's this, satellite? Giga Flare? I wanted to upgrade Judgment Bolt, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, I can't, alright, you can't do it mid-battle. Dude, this is insane! I was not expecting this. Oh my word.
Nice try.
Nice. Dude, this is gonna be crazy. Am I gonna be able to win? I mean, levels don't mean much, but even still, you might hit me really hard. I mean, I'm gonna try to win. That's the name of the game, right? We try to win here. Red Dawn. Oh my word! Yeah, I don't know. I'm not so sure about this. Yeah. There is no way I'm winning this. I would have to be like perfect at dodging. That actually worked. I thought I would have been too late. Charge up, charge up, charge up. Oh, you can't like... I gotta figure out how to use Mega Flare well. Because you can't like change icons during it. Maybe there's like a trick to it, or maybe it's just because it's Mega Flare, it takes a while to charge. Yep, one more. Oh dear. This is doable if I like just don't take damage. And be very careful. I can't see. Rising Flame, go. Also, like the White Dragon, I have to aim at your head. This is basically the White Dragon, except not white. Red Dawn? Yep, that's gonna hit me. Dodge. So much fire. Okay. This is an elixir moment. Depending on how close I come, I'm not trying this again. If I make it really close, maybe, but even then, I don't think I'm trying this again if I lose. I didn't even want to locate this thing. Heck, I didn't even know this thing existed. Like, I didn't know it was a hunt. I clearly didn't look at the hunt board enough. Go, Impulse. Oh, the Impulse, like, lingers. Just need to break you. Nope. Limit break, go. I'm doing like hardly any damage. It's gonna take a minute more than anything.
Nice try.
Nice try. They don't. Don't even try to perfect dodge that. Just don't. You're so close to getting staggered. That was a bad gouge.
Nice try.
Linger, linger. Get this charge ready. You can still dodge during the charge. Alright. Mega Flare dodge? Alright. You're supposed to perfect dodge then. With it. That makes a lot more sense.